we are back with episode 5.
Chopping it up.
Got Jordan down here.
That's right.
Doing it in the basement again. So
in the hot seat.
Yeah. So stoked to be back. We got a new intro for this episode.
That's right.
And probably continue, for the rest of the episodes. We'll probably change it up. I don't know, after we get bored with it, but but we have a new intro that you probably seen when you logged onto this that Frankie did for us.
Yeah, shout out to Frankie. You did a great job.
Yeah. Frankie's our new animator, so he came in the house and it's like, all right, we need a legit intro for this chop up series.
Yep. When you do the podcast as official as this, gotta have that piece, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the logo for chop up.
Yeah,
you did.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Jordan threw down on the logo. Did
Team effort.
Bunch of different comps and everything, so
yeah,
I think turned out good. It warranted a good animation. So
yeah, for sure, I'm stoked on it.
Yep. So today we got a lot of crap all around us on the table.
Swag.
We've done a lot of crap,
merch,
a lot of merch, a lot of design for this company that we're gonna talk about today. Great client. It's been it's probably when you came to work for us, it was probably,
one of the first
it was one of the first things you worked on.
Yep, totally.
Yeah. So High Street Deli. So it's a deli and store in San Luis Obispo, California. So Northern California, kind of, I think they're about 30, 40 minutes from the beach or something.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have yet to go down there, unfortunately.
Gotta get down there.
Yeah. A couple of my drives I've thought about shooting over, and it's kind of a little bit off the beaten path. So I have still yet to go, but you'll see on the screen the sandwiches and stuff this company makes, like
bomb. They look so good.
Yeah.
Like we'll see the pictures and just be like, man, why isn't there a High Street over here in Portland or something?
Looks amazing. Dustin was pretty adamant about us not doing this episode unless he sent us sandwiches, and we had some in front of us.
That'd be awesome.
We could have probably could have made it happen with some dry ice and a cooler, but but we figured we'd just do this anyway. So
just put the mayo and stuff on the side, then we could add it all later.
Yeah, that would have been fun. But our damn desk here isn't big enough, so
that's right.
Yeah,
we got enough stuff.
Yeah, we're getting eaten up right now. So yeah, let's kind of dive into this. So High Street, the deli is on High Street. That's the street. It sits on the corner. Cool little. You'll see the photos of the front. Rad little shop. Almost looked like it was an old house that he converted.
Yeah, with the hand painted sign on the side or the mural or whatever.
Yep, super rad, like retro vibe. Yeah. We were tasked with basically redesigning his logo, doing all the branding for the company. That was the first project. So he had sent over, you'll see on the logo design page, the before logo, which is basically like a little sign,
street sign.
Little street sign, but it's got like this Celtic kind of feel to it,
does.
So it's like High Street Deli 420.
Yeah.
I don't think the address isn't 420, which would be amazing if it was like 420 High Street.
On the actual address, yeah.
That would be sick. But he sent that logo over, kind of gave us a rough brief, and we thought we knew exactly, like, okay, cool, we get the vibe, we know what he's looking for, and we dove into it. And looking back, Jordan and I talking, like the very first round of designs we sent him, he was like, no, this is not, don't really like any of this, didn't hit the mark, and we were kind of like, shit.
What now?
Yeah.
Where do we go now?
Yeah. That's always kind of, I'm sure everybody, if you work in design long enough, you've had a couple projects go like that, where you're very confident in what you presented, and the client goes, no.
It's just not in there yet.
Yeah. There's like not even a piece from one of these that,
you try to find a conversation piece that's like, well, if you tweak this a little bit or,
is this close?
Yeah.
Are the colors close?
Get the conversation rolling.
Yeah. It was kind of like, no. So kind of have
back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I had a conversation with him, and I think the way it went, this was a while ago. This is probably 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been some time.
Yeah. I think the conversation with him was like he wanted something a little bit more retro. He was into maybe it being a script, maybe not.
Something that was timeless as well, like instead of totally dating it as a retro piece that still could live on, for years to come. And
exactly. Stuff. Yep. Yeah. So you'll see here in some of these comps that we did. And then, it was kind of open to like, do you want an icon? Should it scream sandwich? Should it not scream sandwich shop? So we did some, Dustin did some with kind of the flying loaf of bread which is pretty fun.
That's awesome. Classic look,
yeah,
too. The
that
wings
could be
are
a
always
fun
good.
one for sure. Even Jordan, the one with the sandwich with the wing coming off of it.
Yep.
That thing's cool. It's a retro illustration, like super fun.
Simple.
Yeah, very simple. And then some others, kind of playing with the whole sandwich idea.
One color.
Uh-huh.
Monogram.
Yeah. And then kind of, the HST. Can we do something with an H, or an HS? We did kind of, Dustin did these ones, which is kind of like this dollar sign, and it has the HS. And that was one of the ones from the first round that he was like, no, this isn't it.
Yeah.
So
it's good to know, though.
Yeah.
That always helps, like, steer it into the right direction. If you can get them to say what they don't like, or, help pick out things that aren't working for them, then it helps to kind of steer the boat in the right direction.
Exactly. Yep. So we ended up nailing it down to this script that Jordan did.
It's crazy because that was like one of my first sketches in my notebook. Even that first round, I just never vectored it. And I just didn't think it was it.
Right.
I don't know why in my gut, but I was like, oh, I'm not the script guy. I'll just leave that for Davey or whatever, And, and so I just left it. And then the second round, he came back and was like looking for other stuff. So I'm like, hey, I'm just going to vector this thing out, and
throw it out there.
Yeah, and there it is.
There it is. Yep. Yeah. So that thing, he was super, super pumped on this, and there wasn't a lot of changes for that script, was there?
Right. Yeah. No, it was pretty much straightforward.
Yep. Yeah. And you did the square.
Right. Making
first.
The versions. Yep.
Yeah. So Jordan did the square, and then you'll see the circle. You'll see how it kind of translates into a circle, and then into actually the horizontal type, which looks amazing. Even the one with the drop shadow, like that thing's solid.
Mm-hmm. Definitely one of my favorite pieces I've done. Just holds up, you can use it around in little spots, or since it fits in the circle nice.
Yeah, it embroiders super
super
well, like that thing.
The new era cap.
Yeah, that thing embroidered like looks so good. Wow. So that a lot of times, as far as like a big, bold, solid, timeless logo, if you can get a fatty embroider with it, with some puff behind it, like then it's good.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, it's clean.
Made it through.
Yeah, it's clean enough. So yeah, that's a great looking hat.
Yeah, that was cool. It's awesome when they just blow out your design work. Like this stuff they've used all over the place, like he's just doing great stuff with all of our
patches. Yeah, he's not scared to put the logo to use.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's always a bummer when you do a project and then you see it used loosely here and there, but they don't totally commit.
Right.
He's always committed to like everything we've done for him.
Yeah.
Which is rad.
And then even keeping it going and being like, hey, what else can we add to this brand, now that we've got it established? Like,
yeah, exactly. So then the second project he came to us was for apparel. So this is where it kind of got fun, and it was like, okay, dive in. Now that we got our super clean, timeless script and logo, now let's have fun with the sandwich aspect and the 420.
Go to town.
A little bit, a nod to weed and whatnot. So
the High Street.
Yeah. So that's where we got to really have fun with it. And Davey came in with the avocado character. Smoking, and that thing is
I love how the rings just line up right on the H too. It's like boom.
Yeah, that thing's super fun. And then he has the the mustard bottle there. That was a t-shirt, and then made into a skateboard.
Oh
this bad boy. And then I'll show you towards the end. We did 2 new skateboard graphics for him because I guess this thing sold really well in the shop. Yeah, nice. So we did 2 new ones that are super fun. We have the bologna piece, the Stony Sandos, like that bologna, and some of this stuff is his idea. Like he wanted. Oh yeah, there it is.
Money.
That thing's fire. That
Oscar
was his
Mayer,
idea.
baby.
He's like, I want a bologna, old school bologna pack. So
I love it.
Super fun.
That's like nostalgia right there.
Yep. And then you'll see on here, he takes some great photos, gets some models and people in the restaurant and shoots.
Photography goes so far. You see it like in the real world, and you're like, man, this looks great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that
for sure. And then you have some of these more graphic tees, a little timeless. Is that you in the middle? There, yep, that one's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, one of those tees is actually that one on a tie dye. Dustin's trying to
nice.
He's trying to take it home.
Right on.
Yeah, I think is it the top one? Yeah,
that's cool.
Grab that top one. I think it's that one.
Oh yeah, it is. Dang, that is good on the tie dye too.
Yeah, so that's fun. That's Jordan's piece.
Yep. Fun
Um,
type.
one of the ones that was a big hit was Davey did this sandwich, like triple decker stack sandwich deal that he ended up running on. So he made these basically tap handles, but it's for like his Coke dispensers and stuff. I think he
Kick
doesn't.
ass.
Yeah, I don't think he serves beer there. Oh, well, it says beer.
Oh wait, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
but I don't think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't think he serves beer.
Maybe that was the sample one or something.
Yeah, but this thing is like solid. Yeah.
Wait, was that did what's his name make those?
No, Foster.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No. Oh. Nope, he did. Yep.
He did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it's stamped Foster Weld on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, super small.
Solid.
Yeah. Yep. So
collaborations everywhere.
Another client, meeting another client, and that whole deal. So, but yeah, I mean, he's got the sandwich on the gift cards.
Yeah,
like
that sandwich is great.
The whole deal. So that's
You'll be full after eating that sandwich.
Totally. That thing looks amazing. And then, keep moving on down the line. More apparel, ton of apparel for him.
Oh yeah, and his name is Doobie.
Oh yeah. So his name is Doobie. Not totally sure if that's his real name, but
we'll run with it.
I will run with it. Yeah. So super cool guy. Fun ideas. Some of the stuff, like I said, he comes to us. A lot of this we kind of throw at him, as far as the idea goes, and
he's open to a lot.
He is. Yeah. You got the bear eating the sandwich, and you got the shark and the whole deal. So avocados go a long way. He's
Especially
always
in
down.
California, you know, there's fans out there.
California avocado. So with these apparel graphics, after we finished like 2 different rounds, two different kits with them, then he came back saying, "Okay, this stuff's amazing. Can you make me a couple patterns? That then I want to use on sandwich wraps. So like behind us and right here are
almost going back to the core brand and saying, let's blow it out even further. Like all the touch points, like
totally. Yep.
The menu."
The whole deal, yeah. So Jordan, this has kind of been Jordan's client. So Jordan was basically tasked with like, hey, we need a menu, we need this cup, we need a cup design, we need a menu, we need sandwich wraps, we need sandwich boxes. Like he has these catering boxes. So Jordan did these.
Rolling papers.
The rolling papers, like committed.
Awesome.
Yeah, this thing's rad.
Just works with his brand perfectly.
Totally. So Jordan designed the box as well as the rolling papers and the whole deal. So this was one that I'm like, oh shit, really?
Yeah. We get to do this?
Yeah, you're gonna do this? Cool. Yeah. So that was fun. And now you're in the middle of kind of updating the menu, and changing some of that stuff up.
Adding in the new sandwiches and the new
He's got some new products, sandwiches, burgers, and everything. So. And then we recently did this kit for him, which was super fun one. Yeah, he was kind of like, dive into the full weed thing. Yeah.
Bunch of graphics, sticker sheet, go wild with it.
Yeah. You got the mom, it's a vase. Dustin kind of threw that one out there, and he was super down.
Yep.
So hit me in the whole deal. So that was rad. And he'll make that. He's using those on apparel as well, so which is cool.
Yeah, it's always fun to see what he does.
Yeah. But then also, as we started to work with him longer, he reached out one time for a graphic for a truck. So he was going to have this catering truck that it was going to serve as catering truck, as well as like he could go to events and sell sandwiches and stuff.
Pop up.
Yep. So you see here kind of he sent photos of this old school, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like an international, I don't know, delivery like bus thing.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, super bitchin'. So he sent us the photos, we vectored it out, and then did a bunch of different designs for it. And so this ended up being the final design. So we were super pumped to see this thing, come to life and everything. And I got a call from him, I don't know, a couple months later, and he's like, "Hey man, I want to let you know about the bus and everything and how that whole project's going." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. How did it turn out and this and that?" And he's like, "Yeah, it didn't." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, I think it was, I could be wrong. I think it was getting delivered to him. They finished it. It was being done somewhere else. And I think they put it on a flatbed truck and they were bringing it to him. And on the way, something happened with the driver. He crashed, ended up passing away, and the whole thing was totaled.
Yeah.
So crazy. Never got made. Yeah. Super bum deal.
Terrible.
So yeah, it was shitty to hear. I'm like, God damn, man, like that thing looked amazing and everything. So kind of a bad deal, but yeah,
Never see that coming.
nothing you can do about that, so. But moving on here, we went into, he started hot sauce, which I think we have some of the labels here, but we don't have the actual bottle. So he has a hot sauce that he does in-house. He makes all of his, he has his own spices that Jordan did the label for.
Yep.
Sandwich spices. He has a hot sauce that he makes in-house, that he sells the hot sauce as well as, puts it on the sandwiches. So we did a bunch of label designs for that. So this thing this was super fun.
Yeah.
Is this your tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's fire. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Yep.
I think Dustin did the devil. Like this was a fun little kit.
Yep.
But
that little Rolling Stones homage.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to get some of that in here and try that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that looks super fun. Gift cards and that whole deal. So he's been a great client, and like I said, it's a client who values design,
Absolutely,
and knows and has a vision to see it used across the board for his company. And so he comes back time and time again, with new projects, new menus, new signs.
And we're always excited to dig into it. What's the next new High Street project? We're like, yes.
Yep.
Fun. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. They're always good. And this is basically Jordan's baby. And he's been killing it with the design and layout and the whole deal. And it ranges, as far as like your job with this, it ranges from logo to packaging to labels to patterns,
or even the menu board in the store.
Yeah. Their menu board, that was a big one,
right?
Because it's a menu board that's whatever,
big,
it's like 70 foot by
feet.
Yeah, it's gnarly. So.
Not just your 8.5 by 11.
No. Yeah. So Jordan laid that whole deal out, which was cool.
Yeah. It's always fun, there's like, here's all these menu items, and it's like, just cram it in this spot, and you start to fill in the space and organize the type, and so that was always interesting.
Well, and it's one of those things when you get, even something like this, you get your type from the client, and it's just this list.
Big content list.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can copy and paste it.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just from a flat JPEG or something.
For sure. Or it's a menu like this, and you're kind of like, okay, cool, I have my content, and hopefully you can copy and paste it. And you're like, cool, I can copy and paste this into my, my file. But as you dig in, you don't know, is this all going to fit? How
right.
It's going to fit?
Exactly.
Like, there's so much time.
You have to start scaling the type down, and then you're like, well, I want a title for that piece, so that's going to be this big, and then you test that out, and duplicate it, and try it, and
and you get to the end, or I think with this one, wasn't there something like towards the end you kind of had it all laid out, and then he comes back and goes, hey, can you add like these drinks,
salads or something?
Yeah, something like that. And you're like, dude,
well,
like,
we can.
If you have it all in here and there's like one piece added to this bottom line, shit,
I know,
now it all has to reformat.
Yep, get a little smaller and bump those point sizes down.
Yeah, it's always a challenge.
It's a puzzle.
Yep,
it's fun
for sure. Yeah. So yeah, you've done a great job with all this.
It's been a good one.
Yeah, client's super stoked.
Yeah.
Yep. So then, moving on, he reached out to us about, I guess, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, with, hey, I'm going to open up a new location, a new restaurant. It's called Baywood. Yep. I need a whole new branding kit for that. Let's kick it off. Here's the idea. It was in Baywood, which is a city not far from San Luis Obispo, where High Street is. But the new restaurant was going to be called Randy's Shack. So it was a small little shack down by the water that he was renovating, and it was going to serve seafood and burgers and stuff like that. So it was cool because we got to do the branding, not even rebrand. This was a brand new restaurant.
Yep.
So
it was like, hey, let's do this all over again.
Yep.
It was pretty
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, which was really cool. So you'll see here on screen some of the first comps that we sent him. So he wanted this kind of beach vibe. It's on the ocean, whether it was, palm trees or a whale or whatever. It kind of had to have that. That was the brief. Like, it definitely needs to have a throwback to the ocean, so you know where you're at. So these
right
are
near the beach.
Yep, right on the beach. So these are some of those comps. And this first one with the script, like, kind of reminds me of the High Street one a little
Yeah,
bit. You know,
they
it
sit in the
definitely,
same
uh
world.
huh, it kind of has that feel. So my first thought was like, okay, that could be it.
Yeah.
Because then at least if you saw that and then this and you
Mhm.
connected the dots, you're like, oh, that
Totally.
makes sense. You
Yep.
know?
That's the brother
Yep.
company of.
Yep. But as you move through these comps, you'll kind of see we went in a couple different directions with the whale. Through, definitely did one with an anchor, another script, but in the end, he ended up going with the whale and a super clean, super
Yep.
simple kind of whale, which
Monoline
yeah,
style.
yeah, super fun.
Modern.
Dustin ended up doing this one, kind of laid it out in a bunch of different ways, and I was hyped on it. I was like, cool, this is gonna look great as a sign.
It's fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. You can kind
Yep.
of see it, come together as a sign, this and that. Um, so we were hoping like, okay, cool, here it is. Here's your package. He's like, cool. And once we get settled, we get the signs up. I'll reach out for the menus, this and that. Something happened with the location and the name where he had to ditch the Randy Shack name,
Right.
and now it's turned into basically High Street Baywood.
2.0.
So, yep, second location for High Street, which is cool. So now we're going in. We you did the sign for out front.
Yep.
So that they're having that built. We got to do a whole new menu.
Well, that was interesting just because I'll say it quick, but it had to be a sign that read the exact same way forwards as it does backwards. So if you're going down either side of the street, it reads the same.
With an arrow.
Yeah, with an
With
arrow.
an arrow on both sides.
Yeah, so that was kind of an interesting mind bender to make that work.
Which is no big deal if you're trying to make a sign that's just a big square.
Right.
But he wanted a die
Custom,
cut sign. Yeah, custom die cut sign,
Yep.
something super interesting. And with an arrow. But when you have your arrow going this way, on that side it's got to go this way. And your die cut,
has to be flipped and reversed. Yeah. So.
Yeah. But going back real quick, we got to show these new skateboards.
The High Street ones.
Yeah. So Damaso did one of these, and Brandon did the other. The one that Brandon did. So Brandon expanded on Davy's illustration of the sandwich, which you'll see here. Sandwich got
the infinite sandwich.
Sandwich got a lot bigger and a lot more colorful. He wanted a skateboard graphic that was just this ridiculous sandwich, and that looked super juicy and colorful.
So good.
So Brandon was inspired by Davy's sandwich and came up with this skateboard graphic.
Could feed the whole skate park with that.
Totally. That thing's fun. Yeah. Like, we got to get a copy of that.
Super good.
The brief went over to Damaso to, hey, we need a skateboard graphic with an avocado character, and Davey did the original avocado graphic for him.
Yep.
For High Street, and this was like, hey, do something a little different. It needs to be an avocado character, but kind of sky's the limit. So Damaso came back with this one that's just amazing.
Best concept.
Like, the idea, the it's 419, give me a minute. Like, that whole tagline,
so good.
Instead of it saying 420, it's like, it's 419, give me a minute.
You bet.
Like, it's so fun.
Money.
And that dude smoking with his
Look
little
at the
hat.
Expression on that guy. Totally. He doesn't even have a face.
Right? No eyes.
Yeah, you can just tell so much expression in that dude.
You don't need any eyes. Yeah. He's got the little hat on.
His hand in his pocket.
Yeah. So fun.
He nailed that.
Newspaper under his arm.
So good.
So yeah, these are going to be 2 new boards that are going to be for sale at the Baywood and the original location. So super hyped on these.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's High Street. I mean, we could go on and on with these guys and the work we've done and
totally,
and the different graphics and projects. Like,
it's almost endless. Like,
yeah.
And that's the beauty in it. In a great client, like, they just keep coming back, and and we enjoy working with them. They enjoy working with us, and it's a great relationship.
And then you look back at their brand or their website, and you go, we have, basically everything here was done by us.
Yeah, that is fun to see.
Super rewarding.
Yeah.
And then in turn, hopefully that helps him make sales and, sell his product. And I know his shirts, I know the boards, stuff like that are selling, or he wouldn't be coming back for more, and he always says, hey, this stuff's great. It sells out. So yeah, it's super fun.
And in a way for us, this project and this client has opened up doors and other clients that we might not have had before, or
for sure.
It just shows like our range and tackling a full restaurant or whatever it is from the ground up and being able to get all the touch points and be involved the whole way.
Yeah. So shout out to High Street. Yeah. Appreciate the
Thanks,
work.
Doobie.
And yeah, right on, Doobie. Yeah. So yeah, stop by, check out their shop, their merch shop online. And then if you're in the San Luis Obispo area, stop by and grab a sandwich.
Oh man, I'm dying to do that.
Yeah, at some point we'll send some photos when we stop by.
That's right.
And try it out. But yeah.
Cool.
All right, man. So moving on here, we got a new product that just came in. We have these new coffee mugs here. So we had a black version of this same style kind of camp mug, super. I think it's 16 ounces of coffee that it holds, but kind of
good mug,
heavy duty,
sturdy.
thick mug. So this one's white, the other one was black, and it's got the never not working graphic on the front of it there. And we're actually making a bag of coffee that's going to go with this, a white bag of coffee. We have our black bag of coffee. That's more of a medium roast. So we're in the process of making a light roast that'll be in a white bag. That'll be coming out soon. So
perfect pair.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Would the first one say like rise and grind or something?
Yep. Yeah. This new one says, "Can you see the light?" for light coffee.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. Damaso did this skull with there's a big hole in his forehead.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah. It'll be a fun one. So that'll be coming out soon. But yeah, that's about it.
Right on.
Yeah. Fun little client project to dive back into.
Yeah.
And thanks to Doobie for sending all the product.
Yeah.
This is kind of like
Doobie.
a dream deal as far as when we do work for clients and it's products that are made from from the work we do. I try and get a sample of
the
everything,
tangibles. Yeah.
Just to see how it turned out, whatnot. And
there's something to be said about seeing it in real life. You get it back, you're like, oh, I actually made this.
Yeah,
like it's not on the screen anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Because like for instance, this cup, I actually didn't think it would wrap. Like I didn't think it'd be like a legit McDonald's cup type deal, where the whole thing was gonna wrap. Like
the full pattern.
Yeah. And it turned out amazing.
Yeah.
So
they're legit.
Yeah. So props to him for sending us a copy of a ton of shit.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, he's always down to send us, one of everything. So yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah, cool. Right on,
brother. Yeah, thanks for
it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was fun.
Absolutely.
And so smash the like button, ring the bell. Jordan kind of
there's a new alert bell on there.
Yeah,
I don't know
Jordan the other day was like, hey, they gotta hit the alert bell. Like
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a new thing on YouTube, but once you hit subscribe, there's a little bell right next to it that says get the notification to be alerted or whatever. So make sure you hit that.
Yeah, hit that, and then it'll tell you when we have a new episode coming out.
Right.
So yeah. Thanks for following us.
Yeah.
And
thanks, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Next time.
Yep, cool.